Let's get right into it. Number 10. The Uncanny Valley Panic. You've probably seen a humanoid robot that looks almost human. The smooth silicone skin, the blinking eyes, the smile that somehow feels like it's smiling at your soul instead of you. Your brain's reaction? Instant dread. That's not your inner critic being mean. That's your uncanny valley instinct, humanity's built-in nope detector for things that look human but aren't quite right. This response is ancient. Your ancestors didn't have to deal with androids or animatronics, but they did have to spot diseased, dying, or dangerous humans fast. A face that moved wrong or looked subtly off might have meant infection, not AI marketing stunt. So your modern brain still fires the same alarms when it sees a slightly glitchy face, because it thinks it's spotting a corpse pretending to be alive. Psychologists believe this revulsion trigger comes from the same neural areas that process threat and contamination. Basically, your brain's yelling, asterisk. There's something wrong with this human. Either run or disinfect it, asterisk. And what's worse, the more realistic robots get, the creepier they feel, until they cross that valley and suddenly look normal again. It's like your subconscious is running a visual Turing test and going, asterisk, nice try toaster, asterisk. So next time you feel uneasy watching an android blink too naturally, don't worry, you're not afraid of robots. You're afraid of death pretending to be alive. Number 9. The Stare Detector. Ever felt someone watching you, turned around, and boom, eye contact? That's your gaze detection instinct, an ancient superpower your nervous system evolved before privacy was even a thing. Humans and a few other predators have specialized brain networks for noticing when someone's eyes are locked on them. It's not magic, it's pattern recognition on overdrive. Your brain is constantly scanning for faces, especially eyes, even when you're not conscious of it. It's why you can feel stared at from across a crowded room or even sense it through a camera lens. Yes, the simulation theory people just perked up. Evolution made this skill essential. If something was staring at you in the wild, it usually meant you were on the menu. So your amygdala, the brain's emotional alarm bell, learned to treat direct gaze like an incoming threat signal. That same instinct still fires up in awkward elevator eye contact. The creepy part? You also broadcast this signal. When you stare at someone, their nervous system feels it before they even consciously notice. So technically, every "I just knew someone was watching me" moment is your species-level paranoia doing its job. Basically, your body is an overprotective mom who's always whispering, asterisk, honey, someone's looking at you. Act natural, asterisk. Number 8. The Death Awareness Reflex. There's a part of your brain that freaks out when you realize you're going to die. Not the emotional freak out, the biological one. It's called mortality salience, and it's the reason humans invented everything from religion to skincare. When you're reminded of death, a cemetery, a tragic news story, or even an aging celebrity, your brain flips a switch to suppress panic. It's like your subconscious going, asterisk, nope, not today, we've got bills to pay. Asterisk psychologists call this terror management theory, and it basically says that your entire personality might just be a coping mechanism for the knowledge that you're temporary. And because your mind can't handle that existential migraine every day, it distracts you with meaning. Work, love, memes, legacy, whatever it takes to keep you busy while entropy waits. But sometimes the filter slips. You stare at your reflection too long, or your body feels a weird heartbeat, and for a second, that hidden awareness surfaces, raw and electric. That's your brain whispering, asterisk, this meat suit has an expiration date, asterisk. Then you blink, scroll TikTok, and the panic fades. Humanity's finest survival trick, denial. Number 7. The Predatory Freeze. You hear a sudden noise, a crash, a creak, maybe a voice that shouldn't be there. Your muscles lock, your breath stops, your mind screams, don't move. Congratulations, you've just activated your tonic immobility instinct, the prehistoric play-dead reflex. Freezing might seem useless, but for millions of years it worked. Predators key off motion. If you stopped moving, you often stopped being lunch. Even today, your nervous system still uses the freeze response when fight or flight isn't an option. It's why you go statue still during jump scares, Or when your boss says, asterisk, can we talk? Asterisk. This isn't just psychological, it's biochemical. Your amygdala hijacks motor control, flooding you with stress hormones while shutting down movement. Essentially, your brain turns you into a mannequin until it decides what's next. It's creepy because it's involuntary. You want to act, scream, run, respond, but your body chooses silence. It's the same reflex that makes prey animals collapse when cornered. Humans just do it in social situations instead of jungles. So next time you freeze during a scary movie or confrontation, don't feel weak. You're just reenacting your species' favorite defense move. If I don't move, death can't see me. Number 6. The mirror doppelganger effect. You ever stare into a mirror just a little too long and start feeling wrong? Like your reflection's not you anymore. It's just something that knows too much about you? Congratulations, you've just flirted with the doppelganger illusion. A creepy little glitch your brain can trigger when it stares at its own face too long. This happens because your visual system, the part that's supposed to recognize you, gets lazy when staring at unchanging stimuli. After about 10 minutes, your brain starts auto-correcting your reflection, blurring details, warping symmetry, and sometimes replacing your face with a stranger's. Psychologists call it the strange face illusion. Essentially, your brain says, asterisk, I've seen this face for decades. Let's remix it. Asterisk, and suddenly your reflection blinks wrong, morphs, or starts looking subtly unfamiliar. People have reported seeing dead relatives, distorted monsters, or versions of themselves that look just slightly more evil. It's not supernatural, it's neural adaptation. Your visual neurons get tired, your brain fills in the blanks, and bam, you're spooked by your own meat avatar. The creepy part? The illusion gets stronger in dim light when your brain's already in what if there's something behind me mode. So if you ever find yourself doing a late-night mirror stare-down, remember, the monster in the reflection is you, just rendered in low battery mode. Number 5. The baby crying override. Nothing pierces your peace like the sound of a crying baby. You could be in a deep nap, a heated argument, or halfway through your favorite meal. That shrill cry slices through everything. Why? Because your brain treats that sound like a biological fire alarm. Humans evolved to respond instantly to infant distress. The pitch, frequency, and repetition of a baby's cry are engineered by evolution to hijack your nervous system. Even if it's not your kid, your amygdala lights up like a Christmas tree. You physically can't ignore it. Scientists call this the baby schema effect, and it's what keeps helpless infants alive. Their cries activate empathy, stress, and attention all at once. Your heart rate jumps, your focus narrows, and your brain screams asterisk. Fix it. Make it stop. Asterisk. But here's the dark twist. Prolonged exposure can cause psychological aggression. That's why some parents report feeling flashes of rage before guilt. Your brain's trying to silence the sound that's torturing it, but evolution wired you not to harm the source. So you're trapped in a biological feedback loop. Protect the thing that's making you lose your mind. Basically, every baby is born with a built-in panic button, and it works on everyone within earshot. Number 4. The nighttime predator scan. You know that moment before you fall asleep when your brain suddenly decides to replay every noise in the room? The creak, the whisper, the faint shuffle that's definitely not the wind. That's your ancient nocturnal vigilance instinct kicking in, the reason you can't fully relax in the dark. For most of human history, the dark wasn't peaceful. It was danger o'clock. Predators hunted at night, and humans were the soft, slow snacks trying not to get eaten. So evolution installed a night watchman in your nervous system, a system that keeps your senses half awake even when you're asleep. That's why you jerk awake at the tiniest sound, why your heart races when you think you heard footsteps, and why sleeping in new places feels wrong. Your amygdala is still doing midnight patrols, whispering, asterisk, something's out there. Asterisk. Even modern safety can't turn it off. The same wiring that once protected your tribe from lions now protects you from your air conditioner turning on. So if you ever wake up at 3 a.m. for no reason, that's not insomnia. That's your 50,000-year-old self standing guard, holding a metaphorical spear and asking, asterisk, who dares? Asterisk. Number 3. The empathy pain glitch. You ever watch someone stub their toe, and your own foot twitches like it just got hit? That's not sympathy. That's your mirror neuron system throwing an emotional tantrum. Basically, your brain has cells that literally simulate what other people experience, which is great for bonding, until it becomes a shared agony simulator. When you see someone get hurt, your somatosensory cortex, the part responsible for your body's pain, lights up. Your brain momentarily forgets whose leg is whose and goes, asterisk, ow. That's me now. Asterisk gets empathy in overdrive, and psychologists call it vicarious pain. This is why watching fail compilations feels like physical punishment, or why you wince when your friend accidentally slams a door on their finger. Your mirror neurons are built to make social creatures understand each other's suffering. Unfortunately, they're also drama queens. But here's the kicker. It doesn't just happen with pain. Mirror neurons make you yawn when others yawn, cringe when someone sings off-key, and laugh when your friend can't stop giggling. Your brain's constantly syncing emotional Wi-Fi, sometimes against your will. So next time you say, I feel your pain, your nervous system's already proving it. Literally. Number 2. The someone behind me instinct. You're walking alone at night. The street's quiet, too quiet. Suddenly, the back of your neck tingles, your pace quickens, and your ears strain for footsteps that may or may not be there. That creeping paranoia isn't imagination, it's your hypervigilance reflex, another prehistoric software still running in your modern firmware. This instinct evolved when humans were both predator and prey. Your ancestors who sensed ambushes early lived longer, so now, your nervous system runs silent background scans whenever your environment feels unsafe. What's wild is that the brain doesn't wait for proof. It triggers the alert based on uncertainty alone. Even shadows or distant echoes can set it off. It's not about what's real. It's about what might be. Psychologically, this reflex ties into the peripersonal space system, the invisible bubble your brain keeps around your body. When something invades that bubble, even hypothetically, you feel it as dread. So when that invisible pressure on your back makes you turn around in a dark hallway, remember, your nervous system's just playing the world's least fun minigame called asterisk, stay alive. Asterisk. Number 1. The collective panic switch. Picture this. One person in a crowd suddenly gasps and looks terrified. Instantly, everyone around them tenses, scans the area, and before anyone even knows why, panic spreads like Wi-Fi. Welcome to social contagion, the creepy group instinct that turns calm crowds into chaos with zero evidence. This reflex dates back to our tribal days, when copying fear was a survival advantage. If one person saw a predator and bolted, everyone else didn't have time to ask, asterisk, what kind of predator? Asterisk, they just ran. Evolution rewarded the fastest mimics, not the skeptics. Even today, this instinct runs deep. A single person sprinting through an airport can trigger dozens more. Yawning spreads the same way, though much less dramatically, because both behaviors are hardwired to mirror other states. It's your brain's way of saying, asterisk, if they're reacting, I probably should too. Asterisk. In modern life, it's why misinformation, moral outrage, and viral trends spread faster than facts. Your ancestors copied panic to survive lions. You copy it to survive Twitter. Basically, your species is still one good scream away from stampeding. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.